I'm with Maude Frazer, and she's president of the Flying Doctor Committee at Kowanyama. Maude, today you gave a cheque of $14,000 to the Flying Doctor Service. How'd you raise that money?
I raised it by cooking chicken, raffling beer in the canteen with six-pack and one chooks. You know, we raffle for 50 cents. And sometime in the night we raffle it the food, you know, we get it from the store, we raffle things like that, 50 cents or $1, or we buy a video and raffle. So we do lots of things, cooking, and we have about 6 or 7 committees, and we have few staff helping us. But most of the time it's only Aboriginal people work on our own to raise that fund for the Royal Flying Doctor. When I used to do it the first time, I found it was so hard for me to, you know, really to follow it up. And I used to go around and sell sandwiches, pies for $1. And the people used to say to me, why do you make sandwiches and pies to sell it for the Royal Flying Doctor? Well, the Royal Flying Doctor is a very important person. So we have to really think that he was one of our best friends, and we have to raise the money to help him to come out. He comes out, he risks his own life to come night or day or big stormy weather. So, and the people said to me, Maude, I think that is a wonderful idea what you had, to really think of the Royal Flying Doctor.
Yeah.
We hold the rodeo every year in June, and everyone comes for the 2 days the rodeo goes, and each one of our committee, we hold the stalls up, and we have Rutland, Koolatah, Dunbar. They all come in and support. We all work in together for the Royal Flying Doctor, and especially with our Aboriginal people, we get all together, and girls who have to come on their turn to do the stalls, we have a man to announce the name, or to say, oh, it's so-and-so's turn to come on to each one of the stalls. And they announce it to go to which of the stalls they got to work, in the food stall or the cigarettes and the soft drinks and the t-shirts. And we have all the ladies comes on, and the women and men are very happy. The men cooking steaks, making steaks, and we have all the men working and taking in turns, women helping, and no women ever say, oh, I don't want to work. Everyone is very happy, enjoying their time to come in and work. And I have all my committee organised, but we have so many other, my own Aboriginal women help all together that we works. But at the main place in the canteen, we have 2 of our committee stay home and clean up the canteen for the night to have their can. Then I come back. By the time the rodeo is over in 2 days, I'm really had it. I can't hardly walk or talk, but I enjoy myself.
That's good. Now let's leave the Flying Doctor for a moment and talk about Kowanyama. Now, you were born here?
I was born in Koolatah Station.
Which is not far away.
It's not far away. In 1939 I was born in Koolatah Station, out in the bush.
Yeah.
And my parents never speak English, they only speak language. And they brought us up here, and I had to stay in dormitory when I turned 5. So go into the dormitory to stay in the dormitory until I grew up and want to get married from the dormitory. But which I didn't do that. The other girls did that. And I went to TI because I was a very sick girl. And all my life I stayed in Thursday Island. I only went up to grade 2. Never done really much to myself. And I don't think so I could say I'm a clever lady, but you know, I'm a poor reader. But all I learned was cooking. When I came back from Thursday Island, it was 1951, and about 54 I went out on the station to learn, because they were closing the dormitory. They could no longer have the dormitory for the girls, and I had to go out to work out on the property. And where I learned all my cooking, I was only about 14 and I was young and used to be very cheeky. But I had, sometimes the manager used to, the mistress used to say to me, very cheeky girl, Maude, you know. But I used to get along. But lots of things that they used to tell me to do. They taught me how to set table, how to cook, how to clean up and keep the place so clean and very tidy. And even though I led a hard life, my parents died before I ever grew up. And I lived a hard way. But the church was very good. We brought a very strict life into our community. But it was a happy time that we couldn't really do the things now what the young people are doing. And the things, it was so happy. It was a beautiful life we had, you know. This time I see young people, I feel sad for young people. All they think about when they turn 18, they think about is to drink, but not thinking about what future they're going to have in front of them. And I had no children. I've been married twice.
Tell me about the tribes of this area. There are 3 tribes?
Yes, there's 3 tribes in this area. There's 3 different tribes in this area. One is Kokomenjana. That is the biggest tribe, and a Kokoberra. Kunjun is only a little tribe because I'm a Kunjun. And I've been married to a Kokomenjana man before, but never worked out. Maybe he was a good looking, and I wasn't a good looking. But never turned out any good. But my second marriage, I met a bloke in church, and I came back here. I've been divorced, but I've been a hard-working woman. Before I got my divorce, I used to work out on a property to earn that money. I never get supporting mother like the rest of it, you know, getting it now. I worked and we had an abducted child, and I lived a hard way to bring up that child. I worked, and when I knew I was going to make my divorce, I was a happy woman. And when I found my second husband, I met him in church in Townsville. I used to always think I will never meet a bloke. I was going to live like that. So I grew up a hard way, and I think I suffered a lot of ways.
Where's your husband now?
My husband at home now. He was here at the morning tea.
Right.
The big bloke was sitting next to me with the blue shirt on it.
What is his name?
Cliff Frazer.
Oh, the grey hair.
The grey hair fella,
Right.
yes.
Now, tell me, you didn't mention the third tribe, did you?
Yes, I did. Kokomenjana, Kokoberra, and my husband was a Kokomenjana man I married.
Well, I thought there were only two there.
3 tribes, Kokomenjana, Kokoberra, and Kunjun.
Ah, I see.
I'm Kunjun.
Right. Now, do they mix well here?
Yes, we do mix well.
And any of those tribes nomadic? Did they walk years ago? Did they walk up and down Cape York Peninsula?
How far you mean? Going up north way?
Did they go to Mapoon and come back and?
No, not really. All I know, the tribes. One of our Kunjun tribe, they only Kokomenjana used to go far as Edward River and come back, and long time ago they stole about 5 girls from the old dormitory up at Belbra when I wasn't nothing, you know. That's all I had was the story, you know. They used to walk from here up to Chilligo and walk back. But not only from here. A few used to go to Edward River and come back. They used to cross the rivers, you know.
Right. You've got brothers and sisters?
Yes, I had 2 brothers, and they both died, and 2 sisters. One was my eldest sister and my second eldest, and I'm the baby one.
And where are they now?
Only one sister I got here, and the other's dead.
I see. How long did you live in Townsville?
Only 6 months.
Did you like that?
Oh, really good. I have cooked all around on the property, out on the station. And I really enjoyed my life outside of living.
Would you sooner be here or be on a property?
Oh, it's hard to think now. The community is growing large. And I was a chair lady last year for 3 years, and also for the Royal Flying Doctor. But for those, you know, now I could see and prove everything that comes up. It's coming up this year. You know, the sewage came up. I used to go and fight for it and ask, you know, for more houses, because so many people are living in crowded houses, and fought for it until I got it. And we got our swimming pool. We raised our own money on that. All I asked was for $1 to $1 with the government. That's all.
Did you get that?
Yes, we got it.
Right.
We, you know, fought for it, and you know, it's not so many other community can do like we do. You know, we work here. We work to support the Royal Flying Doctor, and also we try to raise our own fund. And we have 2 nights on a special night. On a pay night, they have a special raffle runs for the school. for the PMC, and the pension night we run it for the Royal Flying Doctor. And like we do take it in turns to run it, and for other funds.
Now, what do you see as a housewife in Kowanyama? What do you see as the next big project that you should achieve here? You've got the sewerage. Now, in your mind, what is the most important thing to come next?
I like to see the young people to come forward, to come and do the things, you know. And education is not enough here for the children. The young people are not trying to come forward. And this should be really important for our children. They should really come forward to do the jobs. All our young people is thinking now, as soon as they turn 18, wants to go to the canteen. That's really break my heart up. The younger people have to come forward and not to leave it for the older one to do it.